Back at you with yet another car video. Women choose men according to their needs. And I kind of touched on this in a video where I talked about the other day about, people attracting, like attracts like. And one of the things I said was I can tell a lot about a person by who they out with. And especially with women. Guys too, and even though guys don't want to admit to that. Like, if you checking for ratchets or 304s, something in you likes ratchets or 304s. It's just that simple. If you even give a shit about them. Ratchets and 304s don't register with me. So, I can be cool with like 304s, but ratchets, please. But I don't register with them. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what, in my book, Nice Guys and Players, honestly, probably one of the most important chapters. Like if somebody just read this one chapter, they would go a long way. It's talking about an understanding of women. Seriously. And I talk about, one of the things in general, I'm talking about what a woman needs. Like she's always going to pick according to what she needs at that particular moment. And that could change, like for any one woman, that can change month to month, year to year, day to day, depending on her situation. And in the book, I talked about 4 general needs that they had. But, honestly, I could add so many other things to it. I could do a whole book just on that. just on that. Because that's one of the secrets to really understanding why a woman might be with a particular man. Now, in my book, I talked about 4 general needs: vanity, security, excitement, and a need to nurture. And of course, other people come up with some stuff. And like I said, I could not even expand that chapter, but do a whole book just on that. Because over the years, I would learn more and more. And even then, I didn't say it in the book. Those were just general. Because each woman is an individual. And she might have particular needs. She might have a group of needs, whatever. But the type of man she's going to find attractive is based on that. And so, a lot of times, if a man thinks a woman should want him and she don't, he's just not fulfilling her. Like, I talked about a need to nurture. Now, you got some women out here, they're more nurturing. That's the only way they can relate. Now, if you connect that with what I talked about with the house of the woman, that's the moon woman, that woman with that mother energy. And you got some women, they will skip over a man who got his shit together. I mean, he could be handsome, he could have money, he could just be thorough. She will skip over him, and not for control purposes. Now, some women do have a need to control. I didn't put that in the book. But no, you got some women, they will skip over that guy who got everything going on and get that guy who they feel like just need a little push. Because their maternal energy is just that fucking strong. And shoot, honestly, there's some men, they be in trouble if they ain't run into that type of woman. They'd be in trouble. I talked about security. People will talk about that whole Pookie and Raven. Wonder why women go for thuggo. But depending on where they live, that's what they need. You live in a poor environment. And the women there, they don't want some, they'll skip over. Like, you got some guys that are stereotypical Chad, and you got some guys actually saying a woman want a pretty boy. Not any rough areas. Not in the hood. Not in the trailer park. Not in the favelas. Not on the res. They don't want them in the poor area. Shit, they want that dude who look like he gonna fuck some shit up. They need to feel safe. If the motherfucker don't look like he a fashion model, they don't give a shit, because their need is security, sometimes physical security. Shoot, that's why you see some women, you might get that like petite woman, she got that big old dude. But that big old dude can body slam somebody. She feels safe with him, but that's a need she has to feel safe. And then of course I had to did a whole video talking about excitement. Some women, they need that guy who's going to be excited. They like more than average. Like all women, like all of those things, women that have some, like something about a man, but it might be one area that's like predominant. And then I talked about that vanity piece, and I used the example in my book about this time. This is back in the 90s, and in Farragut, that park at Farragut North in DC. Anybody in DC know what I'm talking about? There's like a little park there. Now I don't know what's up now, but they used to have a group of bike messengers. After they finished their runs during the day, they just go there and hang out. And I never forget, it was this fine old sister. Walking, had this yellow dress. I mean, she was fine. Had no big legs. God damn, she was fine. She walking through these guys, and they were just yelling. I mean, I was feeling bad until I saw where she was going. And she could have easily walked around. She could have easily got to her car without going through these guys, but she was nice and calm. But that's that vanity. Because you get some women, like an old school term is vamp. You get some women, they dress up because they want that attention. And that even affects the relationships, because if you get a woman whose vanity is being stroked, you stroking that woman's vanity in the right way, she'll respond. Now, different women got different responses to it. Yeah, all women had that vanity, but different ones. Like, one, you stroke that woman's vanity, and she ready to ignore everything. In fact, they got a term for it. That term, love bombing. Some women are more susceptible to that because of their vanity. But then some other women who might feel good about themselves, that same guy try to stroke it, and they might be like, oh, okay, that's it, thank you. All right, step away from me, I'm breaking out the mace. That's the thing. So you got to understand that, And see, sometimes, like, let me go back to the example of need to nurture, because there's plenty of guys like, why she skip over me? Meet her particular need. She got that need to nurture. But you got if you a grown ass man, that woman can't do that for you. So she might be cool with you, but she even if she try to logically think she should be with you, she can't. I met women like that. Shoot. And in fact, I even dealt with a woman. We hooked up sexually, all that shit, but she wanted this dude who needed to get his shit together. But the thing with her was, she did have that kind of